As almost forgot my intro. Welcome to episode 27 of My Thoughts No One Asked For, where I share my oh wait. I need to change this. I already hit well whatever. Anyways. Um Welcome to My Thoughts No One Asked For. This episode 27, where I share my thoughts none of you asked for or probably even care about. But I'm going to share them anyway. Yes, I am streaming a day late again. Again, yes, I am. My reason for this week is I haven't been taking my ADHD meds this week. For certain reasons. I will start back taking them next week. But um I intentionally didn't take them yesterday when I usually do. And it helps me like get through the day and be productive and do things. Yesterday was just not my day. I had to run errands when I got off work, and when I got home, I just did not have the like mental capacity to get in front of a camera and talk. Just wasn't my day. So didn't do it. Okay. Um Hello. Thank you for joining. You're just in time. I'm just starting the show. So yeah, that's why I'm a day late. So Friday, so if just so y'all know, if I don't stream Thursday nights around 7, it'll be Fridays around 7. Okay? Just so you know. I will get back on track and start taking my medication on my stream days so I can definitely stream. But I wasn't gonna miss a week, okay? I'm already gonna have to miss next week because I will be out of town. So birthday. We're gonna get to that in a second. Um I'm kind of super go. What do you think about the US taking out Maduro? I have a docket that I'm gonna get to. Um, so just give me a couple minutes to introduce the show. But yeah, so here I am. Hi. Hope you guys had a great week. A quick little week recap. Basically another week of doing absolutely nothing. I'm really tired of this cycle of work. It's so fucking annoying. And I'm definitely going to make a YouTube video when I come back from vacation talking more in depth about how much I really want. Well, actually I'll get to it more in this episode, but I'll speak more on the ADHD part of it and how that has been like affecting my ability to like really pursue my interests fully, and how I'm like trying to push through that. So yeah, but that mixed with work, like it just takes up all of my time, and it's just so hard to like find time to fit things in. And so I didn't really stress too much about it this week. I told myself, I was like, you know what, your birthday's next week, you're going on vacation, you're not going to stress about this. That's what I told myself. I said, you know what? You're not going to stress yourself out. You can't film nothing this week. You don't have the time. You don't have the time. You'll deal with it when you come back. So that's pretty much what I had to tell myself, to just like, you know what I mean? To just relax and calm down, cuz I got so much anxiety about like not finding the time to do certain things. But yeah, you're losing viewers. Okay, I can tell you're new. I'm gonna go ahead and like time you out. I don't know why you think I give a fuck about I'm not even paying attention to my views right now. I don't know why you think I give a fuck. I'm not even paying attention to my views. Like, what are you talking about? I can tell when people are new in my chat, cuz like what? Like I have sat in this chair in front of this microphone and talked to myself for like an episode or for like 2 episodes. Like I've done that before. Small streamer, small creator, I will get up here and talk to myself. Okay? So, I don't give a fuck about views. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm not even streaming on my regular schedule today. So, Get the fuck out of my chat with that shit. Anyways, moving right along. If you're joining over on TikTok, hi guys. You guys should come over to Twitch if you want to. But hello. I'm gonna try to read the chat over here. Small creator, small creator, big yapper. Exactly. Big yapper. So yeah, I'm gonna try to read the chat over here. So yeah, that was pretty much my week. Did nothing, and yeah, I'll get more into it on a YouTube video. So y'all can tune into that. Now I've been watching and following you. I fully support. Thank you, JC. I appreciate you. That's so kind. Um, so moving right along. So like I told y'all, my birthday's next week. Woohoo! Yay, turned 23. So excited for that. So yeah, I will not be streaming next week. Um, but yeah, so I'll be back the week after. But since my birthday is next week, I wanted to touch on a few different topics um about like birthdays and stuff, because I realize I haven't really talked about that yet and I have some opinions. So first and foremost, I want to talk about, well, really trips in general, but also birthday trips, right? Because we're adults now. Okay, we're not like teenagers anymore. And so when I'm realizing as I'm getting older, I need to find like a handful of people that are dead ass serious about trips. Because what I don't like is when I say that I want to go on a trip somewhere, I'm dead ass serious. Like I have the money ready in hand, like I'm ready to go. Like I'm not finna be like, "Oh yeah, I'll go," and then bow out or let random shit pop up and ruin my plans. No. If I say that I'm going to St. Martin, I'm going. Like that's just what it is. If I'm going to Miami, if I'm going to anywhere, I'm going. I have the money ready. I don't like trying to plan trips with people who aren't dead ass about the trip, because now I have to sit up here and wait on you and hope that you're actually going to go, and then I have to like accommodate you into the trip and stuff like that. I'm up here excited about you going and planning the trip with you, and then you're not even serious. You're like excited about the thought of going, and you think that you possibly could, so you kind of commit to it knowing that you're not going. That is so fucking annoying. I don't like those kind of people. Why do y'all do that? Where are the people who be dead ass about trips? I need a handful of people that like are they bout it and they ready to go. They got the money ready to go. Cause I don't have time to be playing with y'all other folks that be like, oh yeah, I want to go here, and then you don't be bout it for real. Then niggas got to sit around and wait for you, wait for you to pay. Like no, I'm not doing that. So especially when it comes to birthday trips, I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson not to make my birthday about other people. At the end of the day, every year for my birthday, whatever I want to do, I'm doing. Whether that's dolo, whether that's with a nigga, or with my family, with friends, whatever I want to do, I'm doing. I'm not waiting on nobody. I'm not relying on nobody. I'm not counting on nobody to make me feel special on my day. It's just not going to happen. Why am I taking so much energy? Why is it taking so much energy to entertain other people on my day? Like, no, thank you. I'm not interested in that. So, especially when it comes to trips, like, yeah, I will go on a trip by myself, and what? Never cared. I will go on a birthday trip by myself because I'm not finna wait on people. My new rule is to book it, and then whoever wants to tag along can tag along. But I will book my trip like at least a few months in advance and worry about the rest later. If somebody comes with me, cool. If a couple people come, cool. But I'm not planning the trip around other people. No, I will prepare to go by myself if that's what I want to do. And if somebody want to come on, then they can. But I'm not. I've learned my lesson. I'm never doing that again. Never doing that again. Because quite frankly, I love my alone time. I love being on vacation alone. I love doing anything alone. I have a blast by myself. So it's really not the end of the world if like someone can't commit to coming on a trip with me or spending my birthday with me. But like, yeah, I'm not relying on other people to celebrate my birthday. It's not gonna happen. Um, another like thing that changed as I got older when it comes to birthdays is I feel like there's this like known thing with like young hoes specifically, I feel like, where like a lot of girls truly like turn into birthdayzillas. And they make, if people can't, be there for their birthday, it's like the end of the world, niggas falling out. It's just like so dramatic. And I just feel like as we get older, that genuinely cannot be the case. Like niggas have kids. Some of y'all are married. Like some of y'all got family problems. Some of y'all got people to take care of. Like some of y'all got money problems. Some of y'all don't have a car. Like some of y'all got real life shit that's hitting y'all. If I can't make it to your birthday and you think that I'm not a good friend because I'm prioritizing my priorities, then like I don't know what to tell you. Like and I'm always a friend. I'm always the friend that like if I can't do something, if I can't make it to something that I wanted to, I'm always the I will make it up to you friend. I always can make it up to you every single time. I'm never just going to not do something or not show up and just leave it there. Like I'm going to make it up somehow, some way. Whether that's gifts, whether I plan something else for you or something. I'm never just not going to do something and then oh well, I just don't do that. But if you're that type of person, like at this big age, that you are throwing a hissy fit if somebody can't make it to your birthday, you have to grow up. I'm sorry. People got other shit going on. People got other shit going on. Like, what are you gonna do? Sounds vengeful. Exactly. Like, what are you gonna do if somebody has like a real emergency around your birthday? The last thing on their mind is your birthday. I'm sorry. Like, you're not that important. And it's not the end of the world. Now, I understand if you feel like the person is acting like they just don't give a fuck at all, you know what I mean? Then I feel like it's valid for you to be mad about that. But if somebody got some other important shit going on, or if life is lifing for them and they can't afford to celebrate you on your birthday, or they just not in the right mental state to celebrate you, it's not the end of the world. Like we're getting too old for shit like that. I'm sorry. Like so I'm just not that person that does that. I just don't care. Who celebrates birthdays anymore? That's such a good question. I mean, at this point, for like the past like 3 years now, I've just been celebrating my birthday alone. Cause it's really like that's a good question. Cause I mean, honestly, the older I get, the less I care about my birthday as far as making it like this big dramatic thing. I honestly just want to go on vacation. Like I just don't care. Like I don't need to do a photo shoot. I don't need it to be like this big special thing. I just don't care. Like I don't even really care who tells me happy birthday that much anymore. Like if you don't, I'm not gonna hate you. Like I just don't care. Child, I never even expected anybody to show up. It's my birthday. And I'll spend alone every year. Same. Same here. Same here. Me, I can't be home for my birthday. Especially since my birthday is in the wintertime. Why would I want to be here freezing cold on my birthday? No, I'm gonna go out the country. I'm gonna go somewhere hot. I don't want to be cold as fuck on my birthday. I'll be alone, just not at home. Yeah, same. Right. I get as far away from people as possible. Exactly. Hey Chad. My TikTok chat is jumping today. Um hello. So yeah. Um that's just how where I'm at when it comes to birthdays. I don't know. Y'all really got to get over yourselves with that. We are not in high school anymore. But anyways, moving right along. I have a today is a nice docket. I have a lot to yap about. I have a lot to yap about. The birthday trip fallouts are so funny, not gonna lie. Man, that's a story time for another day. I promise you. That is a story time for another day, okay? So we're gonna get into this really quickly. Now, I'm gonna preface this by saying I intentionally have gone 26 episodes doing this show not speaking on politics directly because generally speaking, living in this country is extremely depressing. Living in this country is extremely depressing, and like everything that goes on, like every single day it's some bullshit, and honestly, I don't want my platform. There are already creators, commentators, um who make that kind of content and speak on that specifically, that I'd rather leave that to them because I feel like I don't want my platform to just be I want this to be like a getaway from all the crazy shit going on in the world. I don't want to speak on that here, right? But today, I will this will be one of the very few times that I do speak because it's just too much going on. It's just too much going on, and I can't really shut the fuck up. It's not gonna be. I'm gonna try my best not to make this a huge portion of the show. Actually, I'm not gonna try my best. I'm not gonna make it a huge portion of the show. Um, I'm going to touch briefly on ice and kind of more so go into the Nicki thing because last episode I briefly spoke about Nicki, but since last week, she's just been cutting up even more, okay? And I told y'all last episode that I wanted to go more into detail about why this could be happening. And I've seen like a couple of videos from Barbs as to like or even people who aren't Barbs as to why they think that she's doing this. And I want to discuss that. Okay. And we're going to discuss some other things, but I want to kind of get this out the way first. Um, First of all, so like I said, because I don't speak on this often, I'm going to make myself crystal clear. Um, Fuck ice. Fuck ice. A lot of us, especially Gen Zers, have this like overwhelming responsibility to be so politically conscious and politically aware. And also, because we're all on our phones 24/7 and we're constantly consuming like updates of everything that's going on in the world every single day. We're watching videos of people getting unalived on video, like on our phones. Like there's so much to digest on a daily basis that honestly, if you allow it, you can easily get like fall into quite a deep depression because this country is very fucking depressing. And a lot of things that are happening can feel overwhelming for people that are affected directly by it or may know someone who's affected or could be affected. You also could feel helpless, you could feel hopeless, you could feel like there's not much for me to do. You may feel like protesting isn't enough. You may feel like saying something on social media isn't enough. Certain platforms are censoring things, and it can just overall feel very discouraging. And it is a lot to keep up with all of this and to absorb it all. It just can weigh on you heavily if you allow it to. Um, and so I want to remind people that like, yes, it's important for you to be politically literate and politically conscious, but like you also have to find a balance of not immersing yourself into this shit too often if you are sensitive to how it can affect you. Um if you know that you can, you know, maybe get emotional or overwhelmed by a lot of these things that are going on in the world and consuming all of this media, um take a break. Take breaks. Yes, you should be knowledgeable and aware, but take breaks. Don't fully immerse yourself into it because it's a lot on the mental, and we all need to remember to be present. Like, yes, go online and do your research and, absorb all the knowledge you can, but also go lay down and like meditate or something and think about absolutely nothing. Go play with your dogs and your family or your kids. Go do something that brings you joy. Um don't consume too much of this shit. I'm telling you, because it's a lot, to be honest. You're speaking the truth. I feel like awareness is key, but this is also the way that media keeps us trapped in their reality. Balance is key. Exactly. It's really a lot. And I'm saying this because I feel like I literally see no one talk about it. I literally see no one. And maybe there are people that do, but I swear I don't. I appreciate so many of like my mutuals or just people on social media who are posting things and educating me and others, but like I also need people to spread the message of keeping balance. Like, take a break, like relax, go smoke, find your vice, and like enjoy life, because everything about the state of this country is so sad and fucked up and depressing as fuck. It is not normal for us to be able to just watch people getting unalived for quite literally no reason on our phones like this. And we've become so desensitized to it because it's not a new thing, but when you really sit and think about it from like a wide lens, none of this shit is normal. Like, it's not normal for us to be seeing stuff like this. Um and it's very very it's just a lot to digest. And it's like once you see stuff like that, then the next day it's something else, and then you have to process and digest that. It's like every single, like, I've been trying to follow more pages to keep me updated on certain things, and now I'm kind of feeling like I probably shouldn't even like do that because I'm seeing almost too much. It's like I'm knowledgeable about too much that's going on in the world, that it's like, okay, like it's kind of like, okay, sensory overload, like, wait. So, yeah, let me read a TikTok. Um, the algorithm gives you more of what you watch, so the info is very one-sided and deep. Not even the next day, by the next scroll. Exactly. The human brain isn't made to take in this much information anyway. They never put this stuff on my FYP. Yeah, it exactly. We are just not meant to see all of this stuff, guys. We're not meant to. It's just so, oh my gosh. That's why I'm looking forward to my trip so I can just take a break and like not I want to go on so many trips this year to just get out of this country, because I just it's just so heavy. Like, it just feels so heavy living here. It feels heavy seeing everything that's going on. Everything feels heavy as fuck, and it's so depressing. Generational misdirected energy in social media. Yes. Yeah, it's just, yeah, so that's just the main point. Like, I didn't even really want to fully get into what's going on. Like, I already me saying the first couple of sentences I said at the start of this, you clearly know where the fuck I stand. I just want to make that very clear. But I don't even want to sit up here and dissect it, cuz it's just like that's just not what I do here. But I'm very unhappy with the things that have been happening. I'm about to use Nicki as an example and talk more about that. But yeah, just make sure that y'all are keeping a balance, guys. You ever peep that people got this savior mentality when in reality, if we all focused on daily duties, things will work out? Yes. For sure. That can get kind of overwhelming because I mean then it can make you feel like you're not doing enough. You know what I mean? Because you're not making your whole existence about that. And like, I have my own personal goals to to add as many great things and positive things to society and give back in the ways that I can directly. Like, that's more so what I look forward to rather than talking about it online. You know what I mean? I'm more about like action than talking online. Like I said, I'm just not like a social media activist. So it's just not my thing. It's just more so like I have the thought process of, okay, what do I have the ability to do to make something better in this world? And that is like my like how I, view things, instead of feeling like, oh, let me get out here and protest, let me get out here and do this and do that and da 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 da, and just like overcompensate based off what I see other people doing. Um I just don't, that's not really my thing. Think of ice as white blood cells and how they operate in the body. Um so yeah, anyways, I want to get off that. I will say it again, fuck ice. I seen this video. They did like a walkout for schools like all over Georgia, and one of these high schoolers, she said, melt the ice. We got her, she's like, fuck ice, melt the ice. So yeah, I'm just like so fucking so. Anyways, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more. I want to talk about Nicki. I have to move on it because I cannot make this whole show about this. I'm gonna try to not make this Nicki thing long either. Um Onika. Okay, so I saved a couple TikTok videos. So this is what we're doing right now. We are going to figure out, why is Nicki doing this? What is the reason? Why is Nicki doing this? Is she being threatened? Is she scared? Does she actually believe this? Is she trolling? What is the reason? That's what we're dissecting right now. But we're not gonna make it very, very deep or too long, because I can't. This whole episode can't be like this. Listen, you D Coke, whatever your name is. Look, I have a docket. Okay, I have a list of topics I'm trying to get through. Don't I'm moving on my time, not yours, babe. I got an hour to get through this show. You was not running shit over here. I'm trying to read comments. I'm trying to incorporate you into it, but I also got to move the fuck on because I done spent too much time on this. Okay, thank you. I personally think she's trying to get a pardon for her husband. Um, some think that. Some think it's about citizenship. Even though I think that I'm pretty sure she's like, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people think that though. A lot of people think a lot of different things. I'm gonna play like 2 TikTok videos of like what people gave as their reasonings for what they think, for why they think she's doing this, and then I'm gonna tell you mine from a perspective of a barb, from a perspective of someone who has assessed her personality and things that she said for like majority of my lifetime. And this is from a complete unbiased standpoint. So like, yeah. Where should we start? Let's start with, okay, so this was the first TikTok video that I seen. Don't really agree with it, but it is a perspective of a lot of different barbs. So I'm finna play it. Hold on.
I do. I want y'all to remember, Nicki Minaj came to black people first and told y'all what's going on. She came to us first and was like, here, this is what's happening to me. This somebody in the industry is trying to out to get me. This is happening. My home is getting swatted. She came to black people first. And all y'all did was call her all types of drug addicts, schizophrenic. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all literally pushed her to the side. Y'all literally pushed her to the side and said, we don't care. You're through. You're not the queen of rap anymore anyway. And here she is, out with Trump, and y'all are still mad. But y'all are not talking about the fact that she came to us first. She been telling us what's been going on for all of 2025 and before. And y'all did not say anything. Y'all didn't do anything. But now she's sitting up there with Trump and y'all are mad about it.
Okay. I seen this take from a lot of barbs. They're like, oh well, Nicki came to black people first, and she told y'all what was going on, and y'all didn't listen to her. So now that she's aligning herself with Trump and them, they're like, oh, now y'all are mad. Da, da, da. In what, like, it in what world does Nicki aligning herself with Trump, like, how does that benefit her? In what way? Like, how does that benefit her? People keep saying, "Oh, well, she's doing this for protection. She's scared of something. The industry is trying to MJ her and Britney her, and she's scared. She needs protection." I will enter. I'm not even gonna fully negate. Like, I'm not even gonna fully disagree with that theory. If I even entertain it for a second, right? Let's say that's why she's doing it. In the current political climate that we are in, they're literally out here unaliving white people, like, because the sky is blue. Like, in what world do you think you, as a black immigrant, aligning yourself with Trump and them, in what world do you think that that protects you? In what world do you think that you are going to be protected? In what world do y'all think that these people actually give a fuck about Nicki? Ain't no way I think that white people give a fuck about her. Ain't no way. She is their token black puppet that they're going to continue to parade around for as long as she allows them to. In what world? Cool, even if she's doing this for protection, but this is like the epitome of, I'm not the most woke bitch on the planet, but this is like the epitome of, like, you will fall, like, you're not standing for shit. You're not standing for nothing. What, like, you gonna fall for anything. She's not. What is she standing up for? What is she standing for? I'm like, just like, if you won't stand for this, if you won't speak right now, if you won't speak against this right now, you, the black girl from Trinidad, who has spoken against him before, and Slick kind of dissed his wife as well, but showed up at her event yesterday. What the fuck? Like, why do you have to be the person to do this right now? Like, the timing is so poor. It's so tone deaf. And if I put my Barb lens on for a second, I understand why a lot of people are amused by this. Like, Barbs are amused by this, because if you watch any of these videos of her talking at any of these Republican events, these of the Trump thing from the other day, the Erica Kirk thing, if you watch her and watch the way that she speaks, you can tell that she's like, I don't want to say that she's not being serious, but it's very hard to take her serious. Like, her going out her way to say, "Oh, well, I'm the president's #1 fan." Like, she's doing a lot. She's over here making TikToks with him. Like, she's doing a lot that feels like trolling, right? But when I hear Amber Rose, who is totally MAGA, come out and say, "Oh, well, back when I was speaking out and I was public about Trump, I was on the phone with Nicki and she was saying, I was on the phone with Nicki and Nicki was fucking with Trump at that time. She just wasn't public about it. When I hear that said, now I'm like, okay, so how much of this is really trolling? Like, she's either kind of trolling or she's just really bad at speaking on shit like this, that to a point where she comes across very playful. So now I'm kind of experiencing like a mind fuck because I genuinely don't understand what the fuck is happening. Like, honestly, the clip, the video, I don't understand how that video of her and Trump are like, I don't understand how that's not AI. Like, I genuinely have no idea what the fuck is going on. And Barb's keep trying to make excuses for her, and they're amused by it. Honestly, if she was trolling with literally anything or anyone else, this would be very funny. I don't mind any celebrity or public figure that wants to troll and play into narratives that people already are going to push onto them and fully be the bad guy and lean into it. I don't mind it. I love it, actually. And that's who Nicki is. She's going to lean into the bad guy role. She's going to give y'all what y'all want. The more y'all we keep being on her ass, the more she's going to lean into it. However, what I feel like some barbs are like not understanding is cool. Like, the theatrics and the antics is funny and entertaining, but not with this and not right now. She cannot this I just don't understand how many ways to phrase it other than it's poor timing and it's very fucking tone deaf. It makes zero sense. I'm gonna play another TikTok. Let's see.
Mark my words, Nicki Minaj is afraid of something. Like this whole Trump speech thing, I pick up the energy of fear. Like she is desperately afraid of something. Like she needs a bigger protection. Like I think she married her husband because he's a monster, and I think she married a monster to protect her from other monsters. But this is different. She needs pardons. She needs immigration, yeah. But my heart of hearts is telling me that the entertainment industry is trying to Michael Jackson her, Wendy Williams her, Whitney Houston her, Britney Spears her. So this allegiance is for bigger monsters. She went.
But like guys. Why do y'all think that these white people is gonna save her? Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, I get what y'all are saying, but like, these white people don't give a fuck about her. Just like she up there playing in their face, basically, they gonna play in hers. Trump don't give a fuck about that lady. What kind of protection? They're not even, bro, niggas can't even protect their fucking US citizens properly. They're out here unaliving niggas in the street in broad daylight. How the fuck y'all think they gonna protect Nicki? Because she's the token black immigrant that's like, oh, she's like their clown. Do you think that they're gonna coddle her and cater to her? This isn't the solution. I get that y'all think that the reason why she's doing it is to protect herself from bigger things in the entertainment industry that are trying to take her down. This isn't a solution. This solves nothing. I'm gonna play one more TikTok. Let's see.
So I seen somebody make a really good point.
Well, no, not this one.
Y'all don't see a pattern for real. Nicki Minaj, I feel, is doing what she gotta do. They literally trying to medically diagnose that lady with schizophrenia and take that lady's husband away. We literally just watched Kanye go through the same shit. I feel as though she's teaming up with the people that's more powerful than the people going against her.
Yeah, that's the last TikTok I'll play about that. I just don't like. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know why she's doing it, and I genuinely don't really care. It just the only reason why I'm like annoyed by it is because it actually like I can recall things that she has said that is the complete opposite of everything that she's doing and saying now. And also the way that she's acting, it just doesn't seem like she's serious. I don't know why, but it's not coming across like she's dead ass. It just seems like she's just trying to do shit to make people mad and like rage bait people. Like you trolling and like posting Chucky memes and dragging Cardi B and like talking about Jay-Z is one thing. But you trolling with Trump and Republicans in this current climate with everything that is literally with everything that has literally gone on in the last week, like it just makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Um at first at first I thought that she's AI. At first I thought that like, oh, she's just doing this to troll people and stuff like that. That's what I really thought. I really thought that. Um I really thought that. I thought like, oh yeah, she's just doing this just to like troll, I guess. She's about to drop an album in like what, March? I'm like, she's doing this to just troll niggas and just to give people what they want. But after I heard what Amber Rose said, I'm like, oh wait, she might actually be dead ass. Like she might actually believe this. So I'm honestly at this point, I kind of think that it's a mix of everything. I think it's a mix of everyone's theories. I think that she's doing this because she thinks this is gonna protect her. I think she does align with certain Trump adjacent things. I also think that she's leaning more into it, going to all of these events, shaking hands with them, doing TikToks. I think she's pushing harder to make people more upset. I think it's literally a mix of everyone's theories. I don't think there is a clear cut reason. Some people think that it was for, you know, her husband and immigration and stuff like that, her immigration status stuff. I don't really think it's much of that. I think it's more of the other things. But I don't think there's like a clear one reason why she's doing this. Oh, some people think that she's being like threatened or forced. Um I don't think it's 100% actually her. I don't either. I don't want to put my tinfoil hat all the way on, but like that's why I said I'm like, did they clone this lady? Because I promise y'all this makes no sense. I promise y'all this makes no sense. This is the same girl. Like I can just recall so many things that she has said that has completely gone against all of this. Like, did they clone this lady? Did they might have? I don't know. But then, if you say that to certain people, they'll think that you're trying to like remove responsibility from her, and I'm not trying to. But I promise y'all, we don't live in a world where that is completely unlikely. But yeah, I don't want to. The only reason why I'm not trying to like dive into too many conspiracy theories is because she's totally responsible for her actions. Um like she's responsible for it. So, I don't know, y'all. I am most likely not going to talk about this anymore. The album better be good. That's all I'm going to say. The album better be good. She's doing all of this, and if the album is trash, like you can really just hang it up. You can really just hang it up. If the album is not good and you're doing all of this, girl, just retire, please. The album better be good. She better be rapping her ass off. If she's doing all of this cooning and fucking, if she's doing all of this cooning, she better be rapping her ass off. Roman better be on that album. She better be showing her ass if she's doing all this. That's all I know. I feel like time will reveal, because you never know. It's so much in this world we think we know till it shed light. Exactly. That's why I've always said, every time I've spoke on Nicki on here, I say I don't completely disregard certain things, because we've also seen some weird shit go on in the industry. So I don't completely disregard all perspectives. But overall, as I've said before, she's a coon, she's a clown, and she's a loser. Great rapper, beautiful lady. She just looks like an absolute lunatic at the moment, and no one knows why. So we're all just kind of watching, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. She said she's dropping the album, I believe, in March. March something. Anyways, it's already like an hour. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. But I have a couple more topics. Really, like, yeah, let me just finish the rest of my topics. I'm really gonna try not to yap for much longer. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about the stuff with TikTok recently. So I know that a lot of people have stepped away from TikTok. Honestly, a lot of people have come back. But I understand, like, all the things that was going on with TikTok, and like the suppression of content and the censorship. um I will say I have been seeing more political stuff on my For You page lately, so I don't know if they fixed something, but I have been seeing more of my political stuff on my For You page that I would want to see. So I don't know what adjustments they have made, but overall, I know that a lot of people have a lot of feelings about the new ownership of TikTok, and a lot of the new things that are going on and that they are doing and everything. And I know that me as a creator, like, I see a lot of content creators who easily get very discouraged when things like this happen, like when apps are certain platforms have like heavy censorship, or they're like the certain apps might completely go away, or they might get completely ruined and a lot of people leave. And so I understand how, like, a lot of creative creators can get discouraged with stuff like this, because you can kind of feel like, well, damn, like, how am I going to grow? How am I going to build an audience? How am I going to be able to monetize if there are all of these roadblocks with all of these platforms? Or if, this platform, it can easily just like disappear like that. um and I just wanted to say, from my point of view, like, think about, we used to have like Vine, right? Then that went away. Then we had Musically, then that went away. Then we have TikTok, and that might go away, and we might get something else. um when you think about creators that have been on social media for years and years and years, that have jumped from platform to platform, that are still relevant to this day, the reason that they are relevant, that they still have an audience, is because they've been able to adapt as time changes and as platforms come and go. That is the thing that you have to be prepared for and be willing to do as a content creator. You have to be prepared for any one of these platforms to disappear immediately. That's why, honestly, you should never fully commit to one platform entirely, but you should more so prioritize building a community, building your fan base, building Yeah, just building and growing your community of people that will follow you wherever you go. There's a handful of people, a handful of content creators that I love so much that if they stop streaming on Twitch and move to YouTube, I'm going to YouTube. There's content creators that were doing reactions on YouTube and moved to Patreon. I pay every month to watch their videos on Patreon. People, when you build a very solid community, your people will follow you wherever you go. You need to focus more on trying to reach your audience and build your, and build and then grow yourself to the point where you can literally go anywhere and you don't have to worry about that. That's what you should prioritize more so than views and going viral and stuff. Um yes, personal branding, exactly. You should prioritize that more. That's what I'm prioritizing. That's why I try to promote my Discord. I'm trying to like build that up this year. I'm posting clips on TikTok, Instagram, Shorts. And I'm now doing well in all of those algorithms. I have a YouTube video that's doing really, really well on my Thoughts No Acts for channel. My channel is growing. More people are subscribing. I'm at like 100 and something subscribers. It's been growing more within the past week. My shorts views have been growing more in the past week. My Instagram reels are growing more. I have like more followers on my TikTok clip page than my main clip page. Like I am growing and I am continue to connect with more people. And as I continue to remain consistent and pull those people in and reel those people in enough where they are interested in things that I have to say and want to interact with my content enough that they will come here every week. As long as I have that, I don't give a fuck if what happens with any platform. I will be able to do whatever I need to do. Real creators, real true creators will always find ways to create. They will always find their way to make their art. Social media wasn't always around and people still consumed art. If one of these apps shut down, you will figure something out. If you're a true creator, you will get your art across. You will get your content to the people that need to see it. You will figure it out. And so you should never really worry about that. Um because honestly, there's always going to be, even if one app goes away, there will be another one. Like there's always going to be a way to connect with people and get your content to others. So, if you're a new content creator, don't feel discouraged. I totally understand how frustrating it can be, especially with the censorship thing and feeling like you can't say things on certain platforms, because that certainly is an issue. There's certain there's with all of these platforms, there's certain things you can't do or say or whatever, and it can feel very frustrating. That's why honestly a lot of content creators are moving behind paywalls so they can take more control of their content, which I honestly advise a lot of people to do once you get a big enough audience. um but you have to just be able to do what's best for you. Just don't compromise your morals, and don't limit yourself and put yourself in a small enough box where you're just doing and saying things that'll just meet the guidelines so you can get in the algorithm and monetize. Like make sure you're actually comfortable with what you're doing and with the structure of your content, and make sure you feel like you actually have creative freedom um over your content. um so yeah. That was pretty much that on that, because I definitely seen like a handful of people feeling kind of discouraged about that, because honestly it kind of felt like for a moment that TikTok was cooked. I think it's like slightly cooked, like a little bit burnt right now, but it's not, totally done. So there was definitely a lot of people that were feeling some type of way about that, as far as creating. So Anyways, um, I'm going to wrap this show on up. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this show on up with just my last few little topics. I won't be streaming for a week, so I'm fine with this episode being a little bit longer. But first, I wanted to talk about something specifically that I kind of dealt with this week. Um, I am the type of person who will gladly move out of your way. I am not someone who will beg someone to talk to me or will force myself into someone's life. You don't have to be weird with me. You don't have to try to avoid me or ignore me. I will gladly move the fuck out of your way. Okay? So I just don't have it. I'm not gonna sit up here and fight you. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna make a scene. I will easily move out your way. If you even are acting like you're trying to avoid me because of whatever reason, I will literally do you a favor and not speak to you. I won't question you. I won't confront you. I won't address you. I will gladly move the fuck out your way. I don't know why people feel like they need to avoid you or something for whatever reason. Or because they think that you're going to be mad about something. It's just like, "Oh, no, no, no. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine. I will move out your way." That's just the type of person I am. But I'm starting to realize that some people will anticipate your responses to things, or they'll think that you're going to be mad about something. So they'll try to dodge you or avoid you or not really tell you things and act weird, and they'll think that you won't pick up on it. And it's like, I can I can tell that you're acting differently and weird because you have something that you want to tell me, but you think I'm going to be mad. And you're trying to avoid conflict, but like there won't be any conflict. You won't have to worry about that. I'll gladly move out of your way with no problem, no pushback. You don't have to worry about it. Like, it's fine. It's okay. Um so yeah, I just wanted to say that. And then also another thing, I wanted to talk about having rosters because people talk about this a lot. And I'm not the person that really has rosters that often, but I feel like people don't really like specify their roster requirements. I feel like people when people talk about rosters, it can literally be anyone, just anyone. Like it could be anyone on their phone, anyone that you're hanging out with or talking to. Me personally, if you're gonna be on my roster, you can't just be like good looking. Like I actually have to like you and your personality, and you have to be like a strong candidate, like a strong boyfriend candidate. You can't just be like a nigga that I find attractive and I'm just texting you and hanging out with you. Like that's so like just having like a handful of niggas on your roster that you just find attractive and like that's it. Like I don't know. It's like actually have to like you for you to be on my roster. Like it can't just be based off attraction. Like I actually have to like you, and that takes a lot. Like it takes a lot for me to actually like someone. And so I feel like that's really why it's kind of well, not impossible, but it's hard for me to have rosters because it's like I have to find enough niggas that I like genuinely at the same time to entertain all at the same time. And that's like really hard. That's like so hard to do. I feel like obviously what would be easier if I just had like a bunch of dudes in my phone that I didn't care about like that for real, and I was just like talking to them just because. That's how I picture most people's like rosters, not like people that they truly like. It's just people that they're somewhat interested in and they're just playing a field. I can't do that. I genuinely cannot do that. Why is my live doing um do that? Like I need I don't even like people having my phone. I don't even like people having my phone number that I don't actually care about. Like I don't know. It's just so impossible for me to have a roster because I actually have to like you. I actually have to like you. So I don't know. Cause me, I kind of be wanting rosters because just like having backups is like so convenient. Like having backups is so convenient for like when someone pisses you off or when it just doesn't work out. Like you just have backups like on deck and it's so convenient. But it's like if I actually don't really like them for real, or if I'm just like, I know that there's probably not a real chance on anything happening, it just kind of seems like a waste of time. And I'm just like not that desperate to the point of like where I just need to just talk to niggas just to talk to them. Like I just don't care that much. I know. So I've kind of given up on trying to have rosters. It just isn't my thing. It's not my thing, unfortunately. So that kind of leaves me having a bit of a boring love life. But I choose the lover girl life. That's what I choose. Anyway, I've been yapping for way too long. I truly apologize for this. But it's fine. I won't be streaming next week, so make sure you subscribe to My Thoughts No One Asks For YouTube channel. I post the full length episodes there and segments as well. Follow the My Thoughts No One Asks For Instagram reels. I'll be posting more consistently and building that that clip page. I guess you can follow me on TikTok. Maybe I'm iffy about posting clips on there or anything on there at the moment. Um, and yeah, make sure you follow the Twitch. Of course, I will be back on the 19th. Damn. No, I'm a liar. The 12th. I was like, well, damn, that's a while from now. I'll be back on the 12th. I will not be streaming next Thursday, but the Thursday after that, I will most certainly be here. And so I'll have a lot to yap about then. So thank you for everyone who joined the TikTok chat, the Twitch chat. Oh, and also if you're like an audio podcast listener, my show is on all audio podcast platforms. So if you want to go back and hear all the other episodes, please do. Thank you. And also stay tuned for more that I'm going to be adding to the show. When I come back, I do plan on having more for you guys. So I'm very, very excited about that. And also tap into the main YouTube channel as well. It's your girl Asia. I'll be uploading some YouTube videos on my main YouTube as well. And yeah, thank y'all so much. Why apologize for yapping? You're being you. Because my show, I really try to keep my show like under an hour. I try to keep it under an hour. And so I'm a tad bit over today. Um, and I have ADHD and I'm not on my medication today, and I feel my brain feels a little bit all over the place. So I don't know if I sound like I'm all over the place. So yeah, that's why I'm like apologizing because I'm just like my brain is so scattered. But I tried my best today. Okay. Next time you see me, I will be on my medication. So I'll run this a lot more smoothly. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um and I will see you guys February 12th. Bye.